Hi, this is Grant Putnam, Putnam Landscaping. Just met with you at your house. So one of the things we talked about is potentially grinding out that stump, so I can put you in touch with the stump grinding company. All right, the lawn stretches out to the stone wall along the back. You've got a bunch of dogwood trees in the property. Those get anthracnose disease, so you might consider doing 3 foliar fungicide sprays in the spring to prevent that. The dogwood leaves, actually, you'll notice, get like a big black blotches on them, and that's the anthracnose disease. So you could prevent that if you wish. We talked about when we cut the clippings and we end up vacuuming the clippings with the lawnmower, dumping those clippings off the back side of this wall over here, not over here. So over here, okay? Not over here where there's lawn, but right kind of where the two walls meet, right beyond there, okay? So let's take a walk this way. Got a beautiful dwarf Japanese maple right here. Pendula weeping cherry, pink flowering cherry. That gets spores, insects, so that has to be treated at the same time as the boxwoods in the spring with a systemic treatment. We talked about potentially rethinking the design for the front of the house in the future. I'm gonna cut some branches off these boxwoods and send it into Yukon for you to see what type of disease you have. Again, a couple more dogwood trees in the front. Dragon Lady Holly. This is the area in the side where it's shady that I would suggest doing some seeding in the spring. You want to seed in the shade, not really in the full sun areas. The full sun areas don't do well because the roots aren't established and deep enough to withstand the heat stress of the summer. Talked about putting down an insecticide for the lawn just to knock out any insects that potentially could be eating the lawn. We also talked about potentially doing sod back here, but I wouldn't do the sod unless the dog was trained in regards to peeing, because if he pees in your sod, then you're gonna be kind of wasting your money. So I tried to get him trained first and then consider putting some sod in. Okay, and then there's a sinkhole right here. So if you do that, you'd probably want to add soil, fix the sinkhole, walk around the property and see if there's any other sinkholes that potentially you might need to fix. More green velvet boxwoods in here that you might want to tie. More green velvet boxwoods, those look healthy. How you doing? Good. So again, this is never kind of another area you might consider seeding this spring. I think that'd be smart. We talked about potentially trimming some of these evergreen trees back so they don't get too far extended out. All right. We also talked about repointing the cement joints. I'm assuming you meant all the masonry, all the patios, including the pool patio on the property. Even though the pool patio might be in better shape than the other patios. So that's it. I appreciate your time. We'll talk soon.